Hi, everybody. How is everybody doing tonight? Hopefully, everybody is doing well. Decided just to pop on. I wasn't too sure if I was going to do that, um, but I decided to come on for a few minutes. Good evening, Miss Mona. How are you? Um, so I decided just to hop on and give it a whirl. Um, and we'll see how it goes. I was having some computer difficulties a little bit, so we'll see. We'll see what we'll see what happens. Anyway, I wanted to come on. I wanted to see how everybody was doing tonight, and I usually come on Saturday or Sundays. Excuse me, or what day is it? Wednesdays. But tonight I was a little. I was just really tired, and I wasn't sure if I was going to come on tonight or not. But I came on. I'm a little later than usual, but I came on. I picked this topic tonight because I wanted people to understand one thing. I wanted people to understand that they did not have to crochet to be able to, hi, Yarn Inspired, to be able to come on and crochet. You don't have to be here to crochet. It just happened to be that that's the name I ran with. And I knew that I was going to get some people within the yarn community that said, "Oh, this is a crochet. This is a tutorial or a place to learn how to crochet." Yeah, I'll direct you, but this is not where I wanted to take the channel, and that's fine. What I wanted to focus on when I thought about sticking with the name was I wanted to find out what everybody else is blessed to do. That's something that I am totally blessed to do and I love. But I wanted to expand on that and say, okay, now that I've said I'm blessed to do something, I guarantee you that after that, you are blessed to do something as well. And probably multiple things, not just one thing. We're never just one facet of something, we're multiple facets. I can go and do diamond art. I can go and do cross stitch. I can make a meal for somebody. I can cheer somebody up on the phone. There's a lot of things that I have the skills and knack to be able to do, and it's not just one thing. And so, what are you blessed to do in your life? And if you take a look at that, it opens up a whole lot of things that you can look at yourself and say, hey, what are you blessed to do? Maybe it's just being a listener. Maybe it's just hanging out with a friend, so forth and so on. So I wanted people to understand that you do not have to crochet, because I've had that question asked. I don't crochet. I don't care. Come and join. It's all about the connection. And if you realize the flower that I kind of chose, blessings, connection, and then friendship. And underneath that is the support. We all can support everybody underneath that umbrella. And I was I thought about this comment yesterday, kind of what we were all talking about, different ways we were kind of saying, hit that like button. And I thought, you know what? Be a blessing and hit the like button and hit the subscribe button and become a friend. And I said, between that, you're going to bless me, you're going to bless others, and you're going to make connections through doing that. And so I did a video yesterday, kind of in the dark a little bit at one point, because I was out in the light. I didn't really feel like doing much of anything. I didn't feel like, getting on. I didn't feel like turning on the computer. It just took me a half an hour for my computer to warm up. It's just like my body. It takes a while, y'all. And I just thought, we were tired. We had done some decluttering in the garage. And I just was like, you know what? I'm just going to go sit outside. And I thought, you know what? I had almost 400 people look at that video, view-wise. And I'm still learning the analytics of everything. And I thought, I had 400 views. I have 219 subs. If every one of my people that is subscribed to me watched that, plus the 200 extra people roughly that watched it or viewed it, I should have over 400 subscribers. So I don't think people realize these small channels, not that the big ones, not like the Light Boat doesn't, every subscriber is important to them. And more importantly, the subscriber is equal to a person. Every person is important to them. These little channels that are popping up that are focusing mainly on connection and just a place where people can come and talk, you know what? They need it even more to get up to where they need so that they can turn around. Now, I've done a video of saying, why am I doing YouTube? It's not to be able to make this. It's to build the connection. I want to help my mom. I want to be able to eventually get my husband a diabetic service dog. I want to help our church. I want to help the lifeboat. I want to help people. I don't really want anything from it. I'm getting so much more riches in the people that I'm connecting with than I ever am getting it from any kind of, to me, that's totally 100% priceless. And so it is just really important if you are watching a small channel. I know I do this for myself. I have a playlist. Not that I really want to hear myself talk, but if I'm crocheting and busy, I will put on my playlist and let it just run. Because they have to reach a certain requirement in order to be able to get kind of to the next level. And you guys are a part of really making that happen. So please know that just because it says crochet, just because I have crochet behind me, just because I crochet, just because there's crochet on the wall, does not mean you have to do it. If you never want to have a desire of crocheting, fine. But if you're here just trying to get through life and need connections and don't want to be by yourself, if you're dealing with fibromyalgia, if you're dealing with being a parent of a special needs child, if you're dealing with, family members that are addicts, I've lived that. I've experienced this with all of those. I talked to my friend today that I said, I have a favor to ask, and she's going to come on my channel. She's going on a cruise. I'm so jealous. I'm going to get on a cruise with my friend one time, and she's going to come on, and she's going to chit-chat. And she did a talk when we were in Premier Designs together, and she talked about she's moved. I mean, that girl has moved. And she's really had to make friends here and there and everywhere, kind of. And more, it was done more for how you grow your clientele. But in Premier Designs Jewelry, it was the focus was every client was a friend. Every client became a part of your family. They were just part of your jewelry community and jewelry family. It wasn't about getting somebody that wanted to buy jewelry. It was about making friends and making connections and doing the personal touch, and also talking to them about Jesus. That was the point of it. And she said she can be a little shy, but she's the most outgoing, bubbly person I've ever met. And so she's had a wonderful way of, she's had to move and rebuild connections, and I thought it'd be a really good thing just to have her on. She said, I'm not too good on lives and stuff like that. I said, you're going to be fine, and people are just going to love you. So I'm going to have her on, and I'm excited, and maybe I'll see if I can do it on a day where Christina's available, because I know Christina would enjoy that tremendously. So that is one thing I'm going to start doing is you don't have to have a YouTube channel to say, you know what, I want to come on. Let's just sit on that virtual couch and just chit chat and talk and have fun and laugh. You can bring your crochet hook, you can bring your knitting, you can bring your diamond painting, you can bring nothing but a snack and a cup of coffee. I don't care. But I thought that would really be a fun thing. Now, I got my first Happy Mail, and I am so excited. And I got it on Saturday, and I chose because of the topic I was talking about on Sunday. I really didn't want to do it then because it wasn't the appropriate time. We were dedicating that show to the memory of Steve Molesky, and I thought this was not the appropriate time to do that. But I'm going to show you. Those that have not checked out my other's keeper, please go ahead and check her out. She is amazing. I have been on her channel twice once with my daughter, Christina, and once with, hi Sandy Wandy, once with my daughter, Christina, and then once I was on there talking about fibromyalgia. I also am on there when we do trivia. And we know that Sandy Wendy is like amazing at trivia. So every Friday at 3 p.m. and 4 p.m. Eastern time, she's on there doing trivia. So she is awesome, and I am so grateful. So I got my first piece of Happy Mail, and I couldn't have imagined getting it from anybody more special or better. So I figure I'm going to show you. So Kim, thank you so much. I have to get a frame. She said not to put it behind glass, so I won't, but I'm going to put it up here. So I'm going to find a frame because it's light enough that I can find a lightweight frame and put it on. Look at this, guys. Look. Isn't this just beautiful? Isn't it? That came from my other's keeper. I'm trying to get it in the camera and see. Isn't that pretty? All my colors, let me tell you. The blues and the tree. And I thought, I hope to grow this channel and stretch it and grow it and everything to a tremendous amount. Isn't it beautiful? So I'm going to get a frame, and I'm going to put it right up, right here, where everybody can see it. Or I'll figure some way, or I'll maybe put it behind Blessed Crochet. I don't know, but I figured if I kind of put it here, then it'll be something everybody kind of sees. So it's going to go there, and I'm so excited. It is so pretty. So I'm going to put it there. I love it. I think it is just so pretty. It is so pretty. So I think if it's in a frame, it may be better. Or I may have to put it below, like on the side or something like that. I don't know. But anyway, that is her work. She did a beautiful job. Oh, well, you're welcome. Yeah, she's awesome. She does a lot of interviews. She is really great. And so we need to get her up too. But isn't it beautiful? I'll figure some place to put it. I haven't decided quite where, but I thought if I could put it here. I just have to find a frame that if I put it here, y'all could see it. So I don't know. But anyway, I thank you so much. This meant the world to me. I'm going to have Kim on at one point talking about she struggles with bipolar, and my grandmother's also struggled with bipolar. And I figured out when I tell my grandmother's story, I thought it'd be great to have her on and give her perspective of things that I experienced through my grandmother that she could help me understand. And so I figure I'm going to have her on. She just go watch her shows, and you can watch mine because I'm on there with fibromyalgia, talking about yarn and talking about crochet and how much that really helps me. Today was kind of a hard day. I've woke up 2 mornings in a row with a headache, and I think it's just my insomnia has come back a little bit more than I would like, and my sleep pattern's been off, and so I finally went to sleep about 4 o'clock in the morning after I pulled out the crochet hooks for a couple hours, and then I got up, and then we went to Lowe's, and we have a shelving unit that needed plywood so that we could get more stuff on a shelving unit and get it decluttered from the garage. And we did that, and then my back was just not a happy camper today. I mean, I was in the store. I got in the car and thought, this was the day I needed to bring my walker with the seat to the store, and I thought about it before we left, and I didn't do it. I was stubborn. And I got in the car. I was literally just crying tears. And I went to Jersey Mike's and picked up my dinner and came home and watched Miss Dragon and fell asleep for a while. I was really tired. And I said to my mom, well, we could go out there. I could sit and go out there and do something. We all were just exhausted. So it was a day where I was just really sore. And I guess I needed to listen to my body and rest. But please understand how important it is that this channel is here. This channel is doing one thing, and that's from day one. It is trying to build connections. And I didn't schedule this because I didn't know if I really had the energy to do it. And I really didn't want to schedule it because I wanted you to understand how important it is that you subscribe and you have those notifications and the bells and all the stuff the YouTube creators, you kind of think probably in the back of your head, they're telling us this over and over again, and they're going, why? They're doing it because they need you. They you know, this is fun, but this is no fun if nobody's here. And let me just tell you, it just as important as it is to have all this here and everybody here, it means the world to me. And some of these people, they're just, they're here. And all of you are. But the replay crew is just as important. When I get those comments in the replay crew, they're just a little burst of, you know, they just make me smile almost every time I read them. And so, you know, people in this YouTube community world that's just unique. And I think that some of these channels are unique. Miss Dragon, I've been quiet. Oh. Oh, I'm sorry. Prayers, please, please, prayers for Miss Dragon. I will be praying. Please. Please, you know, take care of yourself, please. And I'm sorry it's painful, hon. Please take care of yourself. But, you know, we all need you. We can't do this by ourselves. And if anybody knows what a one means, a one is just way that we do on the lifeboat. We do it here too. Sending prayers, positive thoughts. I send prayers. But that may not be your thing. So you do what you need, what you feel you need to do when somebody puts in there, they're just going through a struggle. So, you know, we can't do this without you. You're an important part of this community. And I think that what the lifeboat is doing, what Between the Cracks is doing, what, you know, My Other's Keeper is doing, and some of these other channels are doing live content, which I think to some degree makes it a little harder because people, you know, people come in and there's not those videos to go and just watch, but they're there after the replay part or after it's done. I think it's so important that we realize that this is a really specific niche. Tommy needs a list of the rest of the numbers. I have no idea what you're talking about. You mean a list of all the channels? Oh, a list of all the numbers that we've come across. I guess it's as if you means the ones and then the things for the hugs and then this and whatever you. That's maybe what she means. You know, this is a very specific genre that's coming out. As these channels are coming out, realizing the impact that live YouTube channels have. It is a very specific thing. I really don't want to sit and do editing very much. I don't want to sit and spend my time editing. I'd rather just throw up a video and come on and say, let's just, oh, exactly. Okay. Let's just chit chat. Let's just chit chat. Let's find out something. And I want to come on sometimes going, I don't know what I'm going to talk about tonight. Let's just pull up a topic and let's just run with it. So it is a very specific genre that's happening here. And it's going to catch on. And the people like Tommy, the people like me, the people like Miss Dragon, the people like, and if you want to drop your link, go ahead, Miss Dragon. People like My Other's Keeper, people like Between the Cracks, and I'm forgetting people, believe me, there's a whole list of people that are happening and the ripple effect that's happening. Relatable Reese, all those kind of things. We're the foundation happening. People are realizing the effect that these are having and the connections that are happening and the connections are being made. I would not be where I am today without one person that's in that chat. She knows exactly who she is. Doing jobs. I know, Mona. It's okay, hon. You're here, and believe me, every time you pop on in, it absolutely makes my heart just... It just warms this girl's heart, believe me, and tremendously, and I'm very grateful. But, you know, and it's hard, too, because there's a lot of these channels coming up, and then, you know, they're they're kind of, it's like, how do you, well, I don't want to come on now because then the lifeboat goes on, and then, well, I don't want to come on because Relatable Reese is coming on, and then, and that we can't always schedule lives when nobody else is on. We have to sometimes just come on, and that's why we need the replay crew to come on and say, okay, I'm here, I'm listening, I appreciate it. And please know that if you're not here, you're missed within the live feed. The live feed is the source of everything, and eventually I'm going to get this live feed in here, one way or another, and hope eventually I'm going to go into StreamYard, because I really enjoyed that when I did that last time. But we'll get there one little bit at a time, right? We're gonna get there. So you are blessed to do something. Crochet does not have to be your jam, but you certainly your jam can be something else. And you can find it, and it can be as simple as, oh, you love to see me grow. You're welcome. Believe me, not enough words. And it's funny, I was listening to somebody, and they said, there was somebody within even the yarn community that was saying, you know what, we love our channels on YouTube that show us how to crochet and do tutorials and patterns, but good night, we need the channels too that are coming out and just showing connection and meeting people that are yarn lovers, and people that like to do this, and people like to do diamond art, and people like to do this, and so forth and so on. We need that just as much as we need the tutorials and the patterns and the this and the showing us how to do this, and we need that just as much. And I just really want people to understand, and that's why I kind of popped on, even though my computer apparently for a while didn't want me to pop on. Yes, she only has Wi-Fi, Miss Dragon, from 1:30 to 2:30 is the only time I have Wi-Fi. So, if she's on, and I'm a mod, so I try to go on there when I can. If I miss it, she knows that I don't do it on purpose. Actually, it was very funny, Miss Dragon, because today, I almost put it in the chat. I was going in the grocery store when you were on, and I was sitting there going, yep, I put you in my cart, and you were talking, and I thought, I almost put in, yep, I'm taking you around the store, because I was going around Kroger's and you were in the cart, and I was trying to get milk and something else and pop in and pop out real quick. And I thought, I almost sat there going, yeah, I'm taking you around the grocery store. But, that's where it's like we have to have each other's back. And I don't want to live a day without connection. I don't want to live a day without having the support of my friends that I have grown to love and really care for. And I hope that I hope the opportunity to be able to meet as many of y'all as I can. There's some I may never meet in person, but they're still as special. And I'm very, very grateful. I wouldn't be where I am without it. People are going to come through as I grow, and they're going to have criticism and this and that. Go right ahead. Last night there was somebody on that said something, and you know what? A lot of my friends had my back. And I thought, we may be doing some Sunset Tuesdays. That was pretty cool last night, just to let the sunset behind me and sit out there and let the sunset done, and then it got dark and everybody was just chit-chatting away. But I don't understand how you can have almost 400 views and you get I did pick up some subscribers, but I'm not doing it for the subscribers. But I do want to get past, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that, past the threshold YouTube has. Because then I really don't want to start this whole thing over next year. Wouldn't it be nice? I'd love it for my birthday. That'd be the best birthday gift. And if I don't make it by my birthday, Christmas. That'd be my Christmas present. I wouldn't need anything else. Because it would mean a lot. But I can't do it by myself. But just realize these small channels that are popping up that have one focus, connection. And here's the thing. That's why I did the flower today. Blessings equal connection equal friendship. If you will take the time and bless somebody, even if it's just to be there, and you form a connection, you will have a friendship. And then what it is underneath that flower is that support. We all here in the chat know how much it means. Every solitary one knows us how much it means that we come beside each other and support each other. It was a little hard day today between the fibromyalgia, and then if you all have prayers, my husband's grandmother winded up in the hospital today. She's dehydrated and she has a little bit of a stomach infection going on. She's in her 90s, so just be praying for that. So we got that. And I reached out to my mother-in-law, and she's just overwhelmed. And I said, please realize if you need to call and vent, I'm your daughter-in-law and I love you and I'm here. You can call me and you can vent anytime. Not trying, I could tell she was just really overwhelmed. She's got a lot on her plate right now. And I really wish I could be there to help, and I can't. Be for 3 hours away, but still, please know I'm here. Just if it's just to talk to and vent. And sometimes that's all people need. Oh. I had some troll fuss about my necklace and said, go educate yourself. Last night somebody was on, and my husband said he didn't notice, but somebody thought I needed some chapstick last night. And I was talking to Chow Yun Smut, and I was messaging her because I'm doing something for the cruise. And I was telling her about it because she had some people that were really rough one of her nights that she was on, and I couldn't sleep. Sometimes if I can't sleep, I'm up listening to her and crocheting because she comes on in the middle of the night, which is, unless, I need to talk if I get on at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. But I did tell her I'd come on one of her nights if I come on her channel, just one night in the middle of the night, just to have fun. But she was on, I was telling her about it. She said, you should have said, my pearls, my pearls. And I lost it. I was cracking up through Messenger. I said, dang on it, why didn't I think of saying, oh, I'm not wearing chapstick, my pearls, my pearls. I lost it. I said, yeah, that ever comes up again, yep, I'm going to go, my pearls, my pearls. I lost it when she said that, and I thought, oh boy, she was laughing, I was laughing. I was like, I said to my friend that's going to come on, I said, you know how much it meant when I sat on that couch and we laughed about that selfie stick? And y'all, I'm not crying when I laugh. I get teary-eyed for some reason. It's annoying. But I said, we were just laughing hysterically over a selfie stick. And I said, I just remember thinking, getting in the car going, oh my gosh, I can't remember the time I laughed with a friend like that. And, I just was sitting there going, I don't think we realize how important this is and how much it means. My daughter's under a lot. She's doing a lot right now. And I just sent her a message, and I just sent her and said, sending you a big hug. This is for you. And she called me up. She goes, I'm okay, Mama. I'm like, I know. But I just want you to know I'm sending you a big hug. She goes, thank you. It didn't take more than 2 seconds. But I just want her to know, Mama can, at least I'm sending you a hug. It doesn't take much, y'all, to reach out to people. It doesn't take much to hit that like button and subscribe. It doesn't. And if you're not, and some of these small channels especially, make sure you're still subscribed. Because I don't know what YouTube is deciding to do. One day, Christina subscribed. She had several different channels, and if you're not interacting, sometimes they'll drop you then. And why they have a choice to drop you if you subscribed, I have no idea. But I had 204 people, and then all of a sudden I had 207, and then it went back to 204, and I'm like, why? It doesn't make any sense. So if you have a channel, especially the small ones, just check and make sure you're subscribed. I don't seem to have a problem. I've never been unsubscribed to the Lifeboat or Miss Dragon or any of the other ones, but it's like, YouTube do the YouTube. I just don't understand it. I don't understand it, but I think a lot of it's run by computers, and we know, don't we? So anyway, I just really wanted to encourage everybody to realize that, and I won't be on too long because the lifeboat is coming on at 10 o'clock or 10:05. So I won't be too long. I didn't want to come on too long. You probably all can tell I'm still tired. I'm gonna go get ready for bed and probably go to bed at one point here because hopefully I can get to bed before 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm also going to try to come on like maybe on a day about 1 o'clock in the afternoon when I'm home, instead of trying to do nights too as well, and then I may catch some people on. Now this weekend, Friday and Saturday, we have a conference at a church. Our church is really tiny, but we go to a women's conference with another Baptist church locally. And you pay for YouTube, and I'm still on Instagram. YouTube, just do the YouTube. That's all I have to say. And it's bots doing everything, so does that make sense? But anyway, it's Friday night, and then it goes, and then we get done Friday, and then we would get up early and go there and spend all day there. So last year, I came home and I crashed because you're soaking all this stuff in. It's wonderful, but you're tired. And then I go up and go to church the next day, and I'm usually... So I don't know if you'll see me very much. I may be able to do a little video and record something or something, what have you. But I may not be on too much. And if I come on, it may be just putting on my phone and sitting outside and not going through the whole computer thing. One day we'll have a computer that is a little bit more up to speed. It's my computer is up to Mary's speed, which is what it was today. It was slow. Tomorrow we're going to try to go work on the garage, so I know we'll see where Mary's energy level is tomorrow night. And I know too I need to come on more, and I'm realizing that I've been going for so long without doing a schedule that even if I have to keep my schedule because of my fibromyalgia flexible. For instance, if I schedule a 1 o'clock live, or I've scheduled to work on crochet from here to here, and I have a migraine that pops out of nowhere, or I'm hurting, or I'm tired and need to go have a nap, I need to be flexible enough in my schedule to say this has to change. So I shouldn't be doing my schedule with a pen. I should be doing it with a pencil, so that I can erase it and change it and change it up. And if you deal with a chronic illness and you can't work out, you can't work, and you still want to keep a schedule, do your schedule on pencil. You can erase it. Good night. If you have it in pen, leave room to cross something out and say, I've had to cross this out because I need to take care of my mental and physical well-being. So cross it out, okay, and put something else there, or just put rest over it and then move it to something else. If I have a 1 o'clock scheduled on a Thursday and I can't come on a Thursday, then maybe I do it on a Tuesday or Friday at 1 o'clock. And that's just fine. And that's okay. And oh well, the world is not going to come to an end if I can't do a 1 o'clock. If I have to reschedule, I have to reschedule it. And I have a community that thankfully understands that. But I realized today I need to do somewhat of a schedule so that I can be able to make sure that things are getting done and things are getting more organized, and with the availability of being very, very flexible. And not feeling guilty that I need to be flexible because I am dealing with a chronic illness. If I had scheduled a 7 o'clock live tonight, I wouldn't have made it for 7. I wasn't really totally ready at 9. I don't think I was totally ready at 9:15 or 9:20. But I feel a little bit better now that I've come on and I've chatted with you all and I've done my live. I feel like I accomplished something other than, just I did some crochet because I've got a project it's got some timestamps on it. I got to get it done so I can send it and get it off. And so, I've got some things that crochet wise, I got to make sure that I'm doing. And so if I don't have a schedule, then I know, I'm realizing I've got to start doing a schedule, but I need to do a schedule that's worthy of being flexible. I schedule tomorrow for regular time. Alarm set early. I can get up and tan and hopefully get a bit of exercise in. Yes, but just make sure you take care of yourself, please. Don't push it too much. Don't push it. Take care of yourself. And I think that's the important thing. If whatever it is, if you're dealing with a chronic illness, you cannot sit here and go, okay, I can plan myself like I do everybody else. I can't do it. I have to be flexible. So whether I find an app that I can do a schedule with, I should have an appointment book that does it, and I should be writing in pencil. This is what I hope to accomplish. And if I don't accomplish it today, I'm not going to beat myself up today. I don't think I could have gone out in the garage. I was trying to, but I'm telling you, my back in Lowe's I was in tears. My husband said, "You need to go rest. You don't need to be doing anything today." And I was shaking by the time I had to sit in the car. I'm like, "Mary, why didn't you bring your walker with you with the seat?" I could tell what my back was doing before I got in the car. Why was I so stubborn? I shouldn't have been so stubborn. And sometimes our stubbornness, when we're dealing with a chronic issue, well, good. I'm glad tanning helps. This girl just burns. But, when you're dealing with a chronic issue, you can be stubborn. I don't want to do this. You're telling me at my age I got to bring a walker with a seat? I don't want to do it. Mary, you needed to. Because it would have saved me about a lot more pain than what I would have been in a lot less pain if I had brought the walker with the seat. So I had a place to sit when my back was not happy with me. Did I listen to myself? No, I got stubborn. No, when I go get sunburn, I sunburn. I don't tan. And then what makes it a little bit irritating for myself is I sunburn. And I get that nice red. And then I go through the whole painful process of getting the sunburn and everything. And then you would think I would tan. No, don't work for this girl. Not one bit. We were I winded up actually in the hospital. It got so bad. We were at some place and I was wearing shorts. Now this is Florida. And that's going to be a great part of it when my computer froze. I'm like, and I'm Native American. So is my daughter. She's Native American, Miss Dragon, and she tans. She doesn't burn. And we were in Florida, and I was wearing shorts. And we were at some place for the day doing something. And I'm telling you what, I decided to wear shorts. And I could feel the burn happening on my legs. Well, from where my knees were, down, got burnt so bad. And I was supposed to wear pants to work. I couldn't even wear pants. I had to wear a skirt. They were fried so bad. I had to go get the special ointment that goes on the legs and the bath. Oh my gosh, it was horrible. And then I did one other time. I went someplace and acted stupid and didn't put suntan on myself, and I had little blisters all over. Oh my gosh. So I try when I go out in the sun to put lots of sunscreen because I got that fair skin, and the blonde hair. And nope, not this girl. Well, yarn inspiration, go ahead and take care of her. Well, go help her. I have a sweet mother that will sit there and I'll say, "I don't want to bother you." And she goes, "You're not bothering me. I need help. I reach out to you. You need help. You reach out to me." So we live under the same roof so we can help each other. You're not, no worries. No worries. So go help her. But, I just really encourage you, these small channels that are popping up, take the time to support them. Hit that like button. hit that subscribe button. And I just really wanted to put this out here to say my saying and my mantra is, what are you blessed to do? Because you're blessed to do something. And second of all, let's find out what it is. And I guarantee you're going to find out that you're blessed to do more than one thing. And you don't have to crochet to be here. Ooh, that sounds painful, Miss Dragon. Kauai. The worst burn she had was in Kauai. Didn't think of the sun's angle. Ooh, that. I know, sunburns. You know what they do say? If you have a sunburn, take a Benadryl. Because there is something in Benadryl that helps calm it down. It works. And my grandmother, when we were in, I was in Florida, and we gave her aloe plant to somebody. She had this huge aloe plant. And we used to cut off the things and put the fresh aloe over it. I mean, we didn't have to go to the store. It was huge. And we couldn't take the aloe plant with us. We wanted to, but we couldn't when we moved to Cincinnati. But that thing had grown. We just cut stuff off and put it on burns and stuff, and it was amazing what that did. But you don't have to crochet to be here. This is not why I started this channel. I want to talk about yarn. I want to talk about crochet. I want to talk about things and bring people on that crochet and knit and do all that kind of stuff. I want to do that, but you don't have to do that to be a part of this. And I want to be someone in the crochet community. Praying for y'all as well. Well, thank you very much. Just also be praying for my husband's grandmother. I think she'll be fine. She was a little dehydrated and she was they're keeping her overnight, but just be continuing lifting her up, and my mother-in-law, that God will just be with her and lessen her load. But I think that the yarning community needs this just as much as they need the tutorials and the patterns and all that kind of stuff. They need this just as much. Because there's a lot of that on the YouTube. There's so many. I mean, you just type in crochet and you just look how many places you can go to find something. And to me, I go towards the videos and the tutorials and the patterns and all that kind of stuff that people talk through. The ones that they want to sit there and put the little notes on the bottom that tell you what to do and this and the music behind it, I don't pay much. I have done patterns and tutorials using those, but it's very rare. I want somebody to talk to me, because trying to do the pattern while you're trying to crochet, and then you have to stop the video, and then you have to read the little, sometimes very fine print in the bottom to tell you what to do next. No. If it doesn't talk through the thing and tell me exactly what to do so I can audibly hear it and watch it, and see what I've done them, but I find them frustrating. And then you have some that are not even in English, which is fine. We need those too as well. So it's like, there's plenty of that, but is there this going on? And that's why I wanted to think, you know what, maybe this is needed within the yarning community. Just as much as all the others do. All the other things. There's plenty of stuff on. And I have reached out to one that I hope to go on. And if you have a channel, I will be more than glad to hop on your channel. And as well as you online. And my motto is, listen, we're going to agree to disagree. There's not one person. I mean, I love my husband, but I don't agree with him on everything. I love my daughter, I love my mother, I love my son-in-law, and I love my family, but I don't agree with everything they agree. We have different point of views. I go back to the Bible, to what I believe from a biblical standpoint, but I go back to that, but at the same time, I'm still going into saying, listen, we're going to agree to disagree. We're not going to agree on everything, and that's fine, and we can still be friends. Because there's some people that you need in your life that are just going to make you laugh. And, I don't, and there's some, I don't use cuss words on here, cuss words, and there's some channels that do, but you know what? That's okay. That's their home. Here I don't. I enjoy going on to Chow Yun Smut channel, especially in the middle of the night when I can't sleep. She does a great song, by the way, with Night Meds. She does a great song with Night Meds. But, she runs her channel her way. I think she's awesome. And I love the way she says my name. I cannot repeat it, but there's Mary. That's how she says my name. Mary. I just love the way she says my name. Back then, crochet and knitting groups got together and talked with working in room. Lives can do the same thing. Absolutely. What are the people that are going on the cruise? And I'm so jealous of the people going on the cruise because I so want to go. But the thought of driving down to Miami gets my little stomach in a little... And I didn't know this because I said it would be nice to do it out of Tampa because I may have thought about doing it out of Tampa. And she said they don't have nice boats going out of Tampa. They're old, crusty, and small. I thought, Tampa, you need to draw up your game a little bit. Because I could have had somebody I could have gone staying with for a couple days before I went on the cruise in Tampa. Let's just tell you, Tampa, you need to bring in some boats that are newer and not old and crusty boats. Because I would have thought about driving down to Tampa. I'm not sure I want to drive to Miami. And I don't know about getting on a plane, y'all. But anyway. But it's very true. They're going to go on the cruise, and they said, bring your hooks and your knitting needles, and we're going to get together and have it in a group of people. There's a group of people that meets here in Mount Vernon. The Secret Stitchery. And they're half an hour, 45 minutes away from me. I have gone on occasions, and I thought, I've got to figure out how to do one here in Mansfield, because it's like, I know that doesn't seem like much, but I don't drive. Due to some medical issues, I really don't drive anymore. And so my husband has to take me. And then if it's half an hour, 45 minutes away, then he has to stay there. You won't even drive to Seattle, too many people in this dragon. And so, I'm sitting there going, So, I'm just sitting there going, I don't know if, but it's on a Saturday. I'm thinking I got to figure out how to do one here so that I can get people that knit and crochet here so we can just sit around and chat in a room and talk. Absolutely used to. If you're in your neighborhood and you find several women that crochet and knit, and you've got a house you can open them up and have them come over. This doesn't negate sitting around the fireplace or sitting around the fire pit. It doesn't negate bringing people over, and maybe if several people in your neighborhood crochet and knit, having them over. It doesn't negate calling up your friend and saying, hey, you want to go to a movie together? You want to go out for a cup of coffee? Do those things. But if for some reason you don't have that connection or so forth and so on, then this is an awesome way to do it. And that's one reason why I wanted to bring my friend on. And I thought, if I'm going to do that little series about bringing on my friends, I got to do it with this girl first. And I thought, she's moved. This girl has moved. And I thought, boy, what a perfect example of somebody that is purposely done and made connections. We call her the connection girl. She really has made connections every step of the way. And I love my Cindy. She's amazing. And I'm so glad she's going to do it. And I'm sure my daughter will be like, and if you don't have me on with her, Mom, we're going to have issues. So probably true. It's a half an hour drive to town in the grocery shop. Why I leave my house once or twice a week. I get it, Miss Dragon. I totally get it. But it's like, I'd love to do something like that. But then I'd love to be able to have a knitting community that isn't 45 minutes away from us. That my husband has to go sit in the car for 2 hours while I sit there and do it. If it was someplace local, like 15 minutes away, He could drop me off, and then I could say, give me, come pick me up in a couple hours. When you can't drive, it limits what you can do. So, anyway, but just be there to support. But it's what we're here to do. We're here to support our community. You do not have to crochet to be here. Just know it's a part of me. I'm probably going to put a little sign under my blessed to crochet that says, and what are you blessed to do? I think that's what I'm probably going to do, because I want to, that's my motto. Blessed to crochet, but what are you blessed to do? And I was on Miss Heather's Keeper because I'm a mod for her too, and she was talking about that yesterday, and she said it's her motto is, she's blessed to crochet, but she wants to help people find out what they're blessed to do. And when you find out what you're blessed to do, it often helps you when you're dealing with a chronic illness or dealing with issues within your life to put stuff in your toolbox. But then if we think of the word blessed in itself, when you find what you're blessed to do, you're often blessing other people. And it takes yourself out of your head and your mind, and you can sit there and go, blessed. I've been reaching out to a friend of mine, and she was the one that reached out to me today. And it was amazing. I was like, thank you. And I'll reach out to her. It's back and forth and back and forth. And she's, I'm just making sure you're doing okay today. I was like, thank you. I needed that today. And she's, I said, unfortunately, I woke up with a headache. And she was just making sure I was okay. And it meant so much. I think that we forget the power of a text message. Or we've got all these ways of communicating with each other, and we often don't take the time to do it. And this is why, to me, this is so important, is I want to build connections every which way I can and bring people together and have a community worth of people. And we're going to have them trolls. And you know what we're going to tell them to do? My pearls, my pearls. I'm going to practice that real well. My pearls, when they come on. And they want to fuss about chapstick and this and that and this and that and this and that. My pearls, black. Because I don't have time for that. I don't have time for them people. I got too much stuff. I've got this, and I got my crochet. And I've got my life. And I don't have time for people that want to come in and be trolls and get all up there. And no, thank you. I think I have a little bit of self-confidence in myself that I didn't even have 3 months ago. And everybody here, I thank you tremendously, because you have been a tremendous help in making all of that happen. And I appreciate it more than you know. It is just beyond grateful. So I know Tommy's on the lifeboat, so I'm going to get off here. I need to go change my sheets on my bed before I go to bed. And I need to go have a midnight snack, and I need to finish the hat that I'm working on, and then hopefully I don't lay down in bed and I'm tired before I lay down. And then when I lay down, I go, oh, you're wide awake for a couple hours. So let's just pray for Mary that when she goes to bed, she actually can go to sleep. I was sitting there going, oh my goodness, I'm tired. Then I lay down, I'm like, boop, I'm wide awake. And I laid there for about a half an hour and go, nope, Mary, you're wide awake. And I was wide awake, so I'm like, okay, crochet hooks on the run. Pulled those things out for about 2 hours, and then about 4 o'clock, I finally was able to go to sleep. And then about 10 o'clock, I went out. I woke up because my husband was talking, and I don't think he realized how loud he was talking. And I was like, came out going, and what's the problem? Like, oops, I'm sorry. I said, mind you, I didn't go to bed till late. So say a little prayer for me. I will be saying surely a prayer for you, Miss Dragon. Please take care of yourself. We all love you. So thank you for popping on. Have a great night, you all. Please, you are blessed to do something. Let's find it out together. We're here for blessing, support, and connection and friendship. And I'm tired of waking. I'm exhausted and going to bed wide awake. I know the feeling. That was me last night. I was like, okay, I'm really tired. Whoop. Okay, I guess I'm not. I guess I'm ready to rock and roll. We're going to have a topic on insomnia. Don't know if I know much of it other than. And I think if I had my own private office, I probably would be on the YouTube at 2 o'clock in the morning when I couldn't sleep. Oh, I will come on one night though to Chow Yun Smut's channel and see if she'll have me on. I will gladly come on and as she says, be a dirty stay up and come on and have some laughs one night. Who knows? But I will be glad to come on anybody's channel. And it doesn't have to be serious. It can be just fun. And we're gonna have fun here. We may be saying at times, my pearls, my pearls. We may be saying that at times. Thank you, AA Ron. If you're not watching Growing Up in Scientology, give him a like too as well. That's how kind of this whole thing started, isn't it? And it all started because the only reason I started watching that one, and here's a Southern Goodbye, was because I was interested in the whole thing because of Lisa Marie Presley and Priscilla Presley. By the way, Elvis thought it was a whole bunch of nonsense. And he went and did, they did try to get him into that, and he just said, they ain't getting my money. Well, they did kind of get his money, but not through him directly. It was indirectly. But that's how I kind of all started watching it. And then, of course, when everything happened with, everything kind of hit the fan where then Tommy Scoble needed to come on. Then I found Tommy Scoble, and Lord, thank you for that, because I have received so many blessings from being on that channel and so many friends and so many connections. So hit that like button. Now I have it a certain way and I got to read it. So be a blessing and hit that like button. And then be a friend and hit that subscribe button. Yes, you are a blessing to this channel, and you're making and you are a blessing to this channel and making connections by doing that. I'm going to get that phrase, but that's my phrase too. So be a blessing and hit that like button, and be a friend and hit the subscribe button. I really like that. I really like it. You got it. So have a great night, everybody. God is good. He's good in the times that are really hard, and he's good in the times that are wonderful. And if we remember to always lean on him and look at everything throughout the day, just start paying attention to how many times, even though today was a little rocky for me, I can look and say, my blessings are right in front of me. Look at the amount of blessings and friendships God has provided. My family, my friends. I got up this morning. I walked this morning. I could walk. I may have been hurting, but I walked. I had my coffee. I have a roof over my head. I have food in my stomach. All the blessings God has provided you. And even when it's a hard day, even when it's a difficult day, look at him and say, God, thank you for all the blessings that you provide. And every solitary one of you that are on here that have subscribed, every one of you that have not subscribed yet and that will, all the people that were in the live chat, all the people a part of the replay crew, all blessings to me, everybody else as well. Have a great day. Thank you for joining me tonight. See you on the next one, and stay connected.